Bitterly disappointing those who want me to do something different. This is Tell It to Someone. First question, of course, is from Joe Freddy. Are you prepared to share your pavlova recipes with your viewers? Well, if I had one and I was a cooking channel, then yes. But I don't have any pavlova recipes. Well, I saw some, but it would require me to have like eggs and vinegar and cream and fruit and functioning oven. I think I've got 2 eggs left and an oven that I don't trust, and you don't use an oven you can't trust. Trust me on that. Next question is from Rocket Surgery. Why are we here? We are here, well, you must find your own purpose in life. Because what better purpose of being here is there to be here? Doing what you are doing and doing it well. Well, doing it anyway. Naked Wombat asks, is there a continuous squeak? There is a continuous squeaking noise every time I turn my computer on. Could it be the mouse? Well, of course, look, the cooling system sometimes emits squeaking noises. And what you've got to do is you've got to open up the back of it, blow a little bit around in there, and then take the hamster out of the hamster wheel, and then oil it and put the hamster back in the hamster wheel, and then if the hamster isn't dead, then the cooling system will function normally. And if you are using a hamster powered cooling device in your computer, you might want to upgrade to one that's non-hamster related, because, you know, the hamsters, they tend to die sometimes, frequently, apparently. I've never had this problem. Well, I've had the problem of the cooling fan squeaking, and then the computer died because the cooling system wasn't doing it properly because of mice. There was a mouse in there and it got into them. Next question, of course, is from Jezza. Whenever life gets really hectic and overwhelming, what things do you do to relax and Don't relax and switch off when life gets really hectic and overwhelming. I was driving today and it was really hectic and overwhelming, and I could have switched off, but then I would have collided with a tree. So don't do that. Don't do that. Just keep your eyes on the hectic and overwhelming thing, and you'll get through this, and you'll get all the way home or to the place that you were driving to in the first place, if you were driving. But if you just switch off and do nothing, then all the hectic and overwhelming stuff will take you over and overwhelm you. And that's not good unless you like being overwhelmed. And I'm not here to judge. Next question, Heavy Wasawas. Is there anything you think is a universal experience or physically universally true of all people and types of people? Well, yes. All people are people. Generally speaking. Well, real people are people. Not people who aren't real are not people. But that's beside the point. Next question. Nathan asks, if the meaning of life is 42 according to that one book, what is the meaning of 43? Well, of course you got it wrong. It's the question it's the question behind the meaning of life, and then if you read it properly, then they got it wrong. But you know, that's what happens with life. The meaning of 43 is that you get it wrong, I suppose, but there's probably a question in that somewhere, and I don't know what the question of 43 is, because, well, I know that what the question of 42 is, but if you want to know that, read the book yourself, because it's a bit of a spoiler, and you know, don't want Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy to be spoiled for you. Jonathan Stern asks, brownies, nuts or no nuts? Well, I think out of those 3 choices, I'll have nuts, because I don't like brownies. They're sort of too heavy and icky and warm and gooey and not moist enough. They're gooey without being moist. And moist, of course, is preferable to having a wet brownie. Next question, of course, Atari Lover. You have to choose from 3 different eternities. 1. Being stuck in a box at the bottom of the ocean. 2. Falling down an endless abyss. And 3. Reliving the same hour in the loop. What eternity do you choose, and what? You don't get to choose your own eternity. What has the last... I got all 3 of those for the last year. It's about, yes, it's a year now since the first coronavirus lockdown. And yes, I have had too much eternity already. So I'm glad that lockdown for me is over. That's what happens when you lock down properly. Last question of the day from G Wolf 333. Why can't, until next week when I do this shit again, be your cool sign off? Because I don't know. I don't know whether I'm doing it next. Well, I'll probably do it next week unless I get, distracted and end up doing other things or nothing at all. So and plus, it's not. It's okay, but it's not cool. And I've got to. It's got to be not cool, and I don't. Because if I had a cool sign off, then I'd break my brain through the paradox, because I don't have one. And if you watch to the end of the video, of course, you would see that I don't have one, because I tell you. And that's it for Tell Someone for this week. If you would like to ask a question for next week, then ask a question in the place that questions normally get asked. Or you can answer this dovetail question right here, which is in front of my curvy little chin down there in the place that my question to you gets asked. Or you can, you can answer the dovetail question, or you can watch a bunch of other videos of mine. Please do that. I need the views and stuff. Or I could just stop recording now, because I'm getting a little warm under all these slides. So, I forgot it. I'm dangerously talented, and I don't have a cool sign off.